Queen Elizabeth II's final Christmas of her 96-year-long life was unusual, and, in one aspect, tragically so, as the 2021 festive period was dampened by coronavirus. At the time, the rules stated that only 3 households could meet between 23 and 27 December, sticking to their Christmas bubble, meaning the monarch was forced to break with royal festive traditions. The late monarch celebrated last Christmas without Prince Philip by her side following his death at the age of 99 in April 2021. One source told US Weekly that it was difficult not having her husband of 73 years with her for the festive period. They said, Christmas was a bit of a struggle for the Queen without Prince Philip by her side. Unbeknownst to the 9 million who tuned in, the public witnessed the Queen's 69th and final Christmas Day speech where she spoke poignantly about her late husband whose mischievous, inquiring twinkle was as bright at the end as when she first set eyes on him. It was the first time she had spent the day without the Duke of Edinburgh in 65 years. In 1956, he was travelling aboard the royal yacht Britannia over Christmas as part of a 3-month tour that saw him open the Olympic Games in Australia. That year, the Queen spent Christmas with her 2 eldest children, King Charles III and Princess Anne. Scroll to the end of this article to read the Queen's final Christmas message in full. The source also explained the Queen's difficult Christmas in 2021 was compounded by the fact that she was not able to spend it with her whole family. Typically, the royal family enjoys a pre-Christmas lunch where they traditionally eat a turkey, bread at Sandringham, with all the trimmings while pulling crackers and drinking wine. This year, it will be held at Windsor Castle, hosted by the new monarch, for the first time in 3 years with 50 members of the extended family due to attend. Unfortunately, this event was cancelled last year as the COVID-19 Omicron variant was wreaking havoc throughout the country, with a former health secretary, Sajid Javid, announcing in mid-December that there were 200,000 new cases daily. Not only was the pre-Christmas lunch cancelled, but the Queen stayed at Windsor Castle instead of travelling to the Sandringham estate in Norfolk, breaking with the tradition for the 2nd year in a row. Typically, the Queen would travel to the much-loved country retreat a week before Christmas, taking a train from King's Cross to King's Lynn, as she last did in 2019. The rest of the family then arrive on Christmas Eve at an allocated time according to their status. Last Christmas, the late monarch was joined by the then Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall, as well as Princess Edward, his wife Sophie, and their 2 children Louise and James. Princess Anne was not in attendance as she and her husband, Sir Timothy Lawrence, were in isolation because he had tested positive for COVID-19. Prince William and Kate spent the big day at their home in Norfolk with members of the Middleton family. While she was not surrounded by her whole family, the insider told how the Queen did not let it get her down. They added, "She's not one to wallow in self-pity," and kept her chin up. During her Christmas speech, although the Queen said there would be one familiar laugh missing, she said there would still be joy in Christmas as one can see anew the wonder of the festive season through the eyes of our young children, and this was indeed the case for her, too. According to the source, William liaised with Charles and organized a family Zoom call where George, Charlotte, and Louis told her about the presents they had received, which brightened up her day. The source said, obviously, the then Cambridges were disappointed not to be spending the day with the Queen, but thanks to modern technology, they video called her first thing in the morning to wish her a Merry Christmas. And the kids excitedly told their great-grandmother about their gifts. The Queen's final Christmas broadcast, in full. Although it's a time of great happiness and good cheer for many, Christmas can be hard for those who have lost loved ones. This year, especially, I understand why. But for me, in the months since the death of my beloved Philip, I have drawn great comfort from the warmth and affection of the many tributes to his life and work, from around the country, the Commonwealth and the world. His sense of service, intellectual curiosity and capacity to squeeze fun out of any situation, were all irrepressible. That mischievous, inquiring twinkle was as bright at the end as when I first set eyes on him. But life, of course, consists of final partings as well as first meetings, and as much as I and my family miss him, I know he would want us to enjoy Christmas. We felt his presence as we, like millions around the world, readied ourselves for Christmas. While COVID again means we can't celebrate quite as we may have wished, we can still enjoy the many happy traditions. Be it the singing of carols, as long as the tune is well known, decorating the tree, giving and receiving presents, or watching a favorite film where we already know the ending, it's no surprise that families so often treasure their Christmas routines. We see our own children and their families embrace the roles, traditions and values that mean so much to us, as these are passed from one generation to the next, sometimes being updated for changing times. I see it in my own family and it is a source of great happiness. Prince Philip was always mindful of this sense of passing the baton. That's why he created the Duke of Edinburgh's Award, which offers young people throughout the Commonwealth and beyond the chance of exploration and adventure. It remains an astonishing success, grounded in his faith in the future. He was also an early champion of taking seriously our stewardship of the environment, and I am proud beyond words that his pioneering work has been taken on and magnified by our eldest son Charles and his eldest son William, admirably supported by Camilla and Catherine, most recently at the COP Climate Change Summit in Glasgow. Next summer, we look forward to the Commonwealth Games. The baton is currently travelling the length and breadth of the Commonwealth, heading towards Birmingham, a beacon of hope on its journey. It will be a chance to celebrate the achievements of athletes and the coming together of like-minded nations. And February, just 6 weeks from now, will see the start of my Platinum Jubilee year, which I hope will be an opportunity for people everywhere to enjoy a sense of togetherness, a chance to give thanks for the enormous changes of the last 70 years, social, scientific and cultural, and also to look ahead with confidence. I am sure someone somewhere today will remark that Christmas is a time for children. It's an engaging truth, but only half the story. Perhaps it's truer to say that Christmas can speak to the child within us all. Adults, when weighed down with worries, sometimes fail to see the joy in simple things, where children do not. And for me and my family, even with one familiar laugh missing this year, there will be joy in Christmas, as we have the chance to reminisce, and see anew the wonder of the festive season through the eyes of our young children, of whom we were delighted to welcome 4 more this year. They teach us all a lesson, just as the Christmas story does, that in the birth of a child, there is a new dawn with endless potential. It is this simplicity of the Christmas story that makes it so universally appealing, simple happenings that form the starting point of the life of Jesus, a man whose teachings have been handed down from generation to generation, and have been the bedrock of my faith. His birth marked a new beginning. As the carol says, the hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. I wish you all a very happy Christmas.